Let me know. I'm on. Let me know. All right, folks, we're back for the 2028 3N for Game 2 of Day 1. 3N taking on Shooters United 15 Nationals. If you missed the first game, 3N opened up this morning with a huge win against IGB, 15U Rise Hayden, 59-32. And the opponent here, Shooters United 15U National opened up this morning. They played right after we played. They played a team called Erie Irish and got their lunch handed to them, 34-10. So this is an opportunity to go 2-0 here for the girls in blue to open up their Day 1 of the final tournament of the 2025 AAU season. Looks like we're going to get an early tip-off. The original docketed time of 2:50. It's now 2:41. Saturday, July 19th, 2025. There's your file stamp. But they've put 16 minutes on the clock. So I have a feeling we'll get started early. That's it. Zoe gets it over to Audrey. Audrey throws it in and misses. Rebound. Shooters joining Audrey and Zoe on the floor is Shelby, Charlie, and Dylan. That goes out of bounds. It'll be 3N ball. Shelby throws it into the backcourt to Charlie. Gets it right back to Shelby. Gets it inside now to Zoe. Zoe bounces a couple times and kicks it back out to Charlie. Charlie kicks it back to Zoe. Zoe to the top to Dylan. Dylan dribbles right. Gets it knocked away, but right into the hands of Charlie now. Charlie goes back to the top with the girl on her face. Reaching in, no call. Audrey from the outside. Audrey dribbles, goes inside the paint, throws up a runner and in. There's the first bucket for Game 2. Goes to number 2. Audrey Bennett on the 3-foot hop. Now, Charlie almost stole it, but it goes right back to the opponent. We're a minute into Game 2 here. 3N up, 2-0. Now inside, guarded there by Dylan. Gets swiped away by Shelby, but it stays with Shooters United. Now Dylan steps into that one, gets her first steal, but gets popped in the face. She's okay. Quickly now, Zoe up to Shelby. Shelby throws it up with her left hand, and it's 4-0. Dylan looks okay. She better be okay. We have one on the bench. Missing Molly Martin this weekend. Minute and a half ticked off. Stolen there by Audrey. Audrey has it. She goes over to Shelby. Outside to Charlie. That's inside the 3-point. She misses. Rebound. Gonna stay with 3N because one of the shooters fouled our girl on the rebound attempt. Now, Shelby to get it in. All the way to the top. Dylan looks fine now. We'll take a fist to the face there. Now Audrey goes left. Audrey goes right around her defender and scores again. Little 4-foot pop. Audrey's gonna get that all day. It should be 6-0. The clock is just got reflected that. And stolen by Charlie, she tried to get it up to Shelby. Shelby loses the handle. Now the shooters come back, and they throw it away in their effort to try to go quickly. Zoe, why are you smiling? Oh, yeah, you're smiling. 10, yeah, 34-10. Checking into the game for Dylan, who's going to try to check her mouth off, is Kate. Dylan's over there grabbing a water bottle. She looks okay. So Shelby gets it to Audrey. She gets it across. Nobody's in her face until she gets to the midcourt. Now, Charlie on the outside takes a screen by Zoe. Charlie gets it into Zoe. Zoe goes up. Zoe goes in, gets fouled. So Zoe will go to the line to shoot 2. Zoe's short on the first. That's her first miss this weekend. She made both of her free throw attempts in the first game, but not enough there to miss. And she gets the second. So 7-0 is the score. Shooters trying to get on the board here. 13 and a half to go. They get it across. And a push. They say Shelby pushed her before she shot it, so it's on the floor. That's Shelby's first foul of the game. And the shooters look to get it in. Stolen by Audrey. Audrey just baited that. She does it all the time, and it works almost every time. And if it doesn't work, she usually tips it to someone else on the 3N team. Now Kate, who's just checked in for Dylan. Her pass goes to the other team. I think she was trying to feed it to Zoe down deep. And that's a deep 3, and that's off. Rebound Zoe. Zoe has it and hands it off to Audrey. Audrey quickly now to Shelby, who's under the basket. Shelby throws it. She tried to throw it out to Kate, and it goes to the other team. So 2 turnovers quickly by 3N. And the opponent's trying to get on the board now. They get stuck in the corner by Shelby and Kate. And Zoe picks up the loose ball. Quickly to Audrey, who gets it to Charlie. Back to Audrey. Audrey goes up and scores. 12 and a half left in the first half, and a quick timeout by the Shooters United coach. Big guy over there. 9-0. Great start by the girls in blue. Sorry, what is? I didn't hear you. What? One more time. Take a bite. All right, back at it from the timeout. Shooters have it under their basket. Full court press by Audrey and Shelby, and they get her caught in the corner. She gets it. They get it over in 10, and they do. Just in time now. The little pop, and that's off. So no score still. Rebound Audrey. Gets it quickly to Shelby, who feeds Zoe. It goes off her shin. Zoe reaches down to get it. They're going to say jump ball. It'll be Shooters ball because the tip was won by 3M. Checking in, back into the game now for Zoe is Dylan. She looks fine. 12:01 on the clock. 9-0's the score. Just underway in game 2. Now tipped there by Shelby, but it goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Shooters. Shelby's long arms. Next time she's going to want to just grab that in the middle of the air. They get it in, and they're trying to get through this press. And here they come. They get it across. Racing back is Dylan. That's a 3. That's off. A rebound, Charlie Knowles. Charlie gets a rebound now. Gets it across over to Audrey. Audrey from the top. Inside now to Dylan. Dylan throws in a left just off, tries to get her follow-up shot, but Shelby grabs the rebound instead. Now Charlie loses the handle, squirts off her toes, and it'll be Shooters United ball at the 11:30 mark. Shooters United trying to get it in. They do, but Charlie Knowles meets her at the sideline and stolen there by Shelby, and Shelby gets fouled as soon as Shelby came in out of nowhere to grab that ball. Surprise number 11 for Shooters United, and number 11 just fouled Shelby. So loose ball foul. Shelby gets it into Audrey. Audrey gets it to the center court. 11:15 on the clock, 9-0. Dillon from the top. Dillon goes left. Dillon hands it off to Charlie. Charlie now from the free throw line gets it outside. A three-point attempt. That's Audrey, and that's in. Assist Charlie. Three-pointer. Audrey. 11 minutes on the clock. 12-0 is the score. Almost stolen by Audrey, but it goes right back to the opponent. Now, stepping into that one was Kate. She runs out of real estate. It'll stay with Shooters United. They say that the Shooters United girl touched it right before it went out of bounds. So, Audrey has it. And there's a college coach sitting over there. I'm going to ask someone to take a look who that is. Inside. Dillon has it. She gets tied up. Kicks it back out to Audrey. Steps into another three, and that's off. Rebound, Shelby. Nice board. Shelby has it. She gets out of the business. She gets tied up, and they call a foul. So Shelby with the blue collar work. Kim, is she going to check who it is?
No.
Oh. Can you tell who it is? No. Inside quickly now to Dillon. Dillon throws it up and in. Nice little inbound. She uses her height and throws in the three-footer for the bucket. 14-0. It's a shutout so far, folks, and we're a few ticks above 10. So tipped there by Dillon into the hands of Shelby, who grabs the steal. Shelby gets it up to Audrey, who gets it inside to Dillon. Dillon gets fouled and her underneath. She tried to do a little reverse and gets fouled. Dillon will go to the line to shoot two. Coming back into the game now. About ready to come back into the game will be Zoe. She's ready to come in at the next whistle. This is the first. Zoe is coming back in for Shelby. Shelby sits down. She gets one of two. Just walk in front of it. Just get... Now the steal by Kate. Kate comes up with it. She's looking to get rid of it. She does. She finds Audrey. Nice pass, but Audrey goes around, goes back inside, throws up the runner and scores on the 4-foot left hook. 17-0 the score. 9:35 on the clock. Shooters United trying to get on the board here, and the reach is gonna be on. Who is that on?
12.
Who is that on? 12. Dillon. No.
12 and Dillon. One of the
Thank you, Court. Appreciate it. At least I have the support. Thank you. Now, Shooters United throws it off, and they tipped it out. So that last foul goes to Dillon. And Kate to inbound to Audrey. 9:18 left in the first half. 17-0 the score. Brienne in control here. Now Kate from the outside. She dribbles in. She goes in and missed the layup. She probably was surprised that nobody was there to give her any body. So United has it from the free throw line. That's up. That's off. Dillon rips down the board. Gets it to Audrey now. Audrey has it. Gets it across. Tried to get it to Charlie, but number 2 from Shooters United tipped it out. So it's going to stay with Brienne. Right down the line there in front of the opponent's parents' bench. Kate gets it into the corner to Charlie. Charlie inside to Dillon. Dillon turns right, goes left, and finishes. Nice paint work by number 12 for the bucket. We're at 19-0. 8.5 to go. Shooters United gets a foul. They say Charlie Knowles picks that one up. got her with the body right in front of the 3N bench. So Shooters United will inbound here with 8:30 on the clock. Audrey defending the inbound pass. They get it in. Kate tried to steal it. They go in. Almost wasn't over the back. And picking up that foul is Dillon again. So Shooters United will go to the line to try to get on the board here. And they do. They're on. And checking back into the game for 3N is Shelby. Taking a seat is Charlie. They got on the board at the 8:22 mark. 19-1. 19-2. Now Shelby to inbound. Bounces it to Audrey. Audrey gets it across. Audrey throws it up. Audrey gets fouled. They're going to say on the floor. So it's not going to be a shooting foul. Shelby will inbound. They're in the box play. Here comes Shelby to get it in within 5 seconds. She finds Dillon underneath, and Dillon, perfect position. Sealed the defender, so all she had to do was lay it in, and she does. 21-2 is the score. We're at 8-minute mark. Zoe guards on the outside. Now Kate. Kate on the outside. Kate tips it. Ball squirts away. It's going to roll out of bounds. It's going to be 3N ball. Good defense by Kate to tip that out of her hand. And the girl last touched it. So it's 3N ball. We're under 8. Audrey brings it across. Audrey goes inside. Euro steps it in. Misses, but Johnny on the spot. Zoe gets the rebound. The ball squirts away. It goes back to Dillon, who steps into a 3 and drains it. Assist Zoe. 3-point play Dillon. Now that gets squirted away. And now Kate on the outside. They say Kate pushed her. That might be Kate's first foul. Checking back into the game now for 3N is Charlie. Taking a seat is Audrey. Shelby to guard the inbounds play. Here they go. And now from the pocket 3 corner, that's off. Rebound, Dillon. Dillon rips it out of Zoe's hand to get the board. Charlie now has it. We're at the 7-minute mark. 24-2. Charlie just broke some ankles and then gets fouled by the girl who had to put her ankle back on. And so it's going to be a loose ball foul on number 10 for Shooters United. 3N will have the ball under their basket right by the 2030s who just got a victory for their first game. They're sitting there and quickly. No foul called on Zoe's attempt and then on Dillon's attempt. They're just swallowing the whistles. The 3-point attempt by Shelby goes off. Dillon puts a putback up, misses. Zoe gets the rebound and kicks it out to Kate. The ball is squirted around and they're going to say last touch by Kate, who I think kicked it. So it'll be Shooters ball. They get a quick sub in here. Trying to get something here. Down 24-2 at the 6:38 mark. All right now. Kate guards on the outside. Now Charlie. In the corner, Dillon guards it. Now Kate on the outside. Now Dillon, there's a trap. Bad spot to be in, and it goes into the hands of Zoe, who hands it off to Shelby. Shelby brings it up the court. Hands it off to Charlie. Now in the corner, Kate. Kate inside to Dillon, not even guarded. And I think they got confused. And easiest basket you'll probably see. We have these girls' heads spinning around. We're under 6, 26-2 is the score. Kate making it difficult for her, who threw it right to Dillon, and Dillon now has it with 2 girls in her face. And quickly, Coach Pat calls a timeout to help that situation. Dillon got caught in the corner over there, and a quick timeout for Coach Pat to talk about it at the 5:42 mark. 26-2 is the score. All right, from the timeout, Shelby has it to inbound. Joining Shelby on the floor is Audrey, Dylan, Charlie, and Zoe. Getting some much-needed water is Kate. Now, Audrey brings it across. Inside to Zoe. Zoe goes left. Zoe throws it up. Off. Rebound. Shooters. Shooters United. Gets around Shelby's defense. Comes inside and just gets hit. They're going to say one. I think they gave that one to Dylan too. Looks like he put a 1 and a 2 up. So back to the free throw line. Goes Shooters United. She misses the first. Sitting under the basket is the Lemoyne Dolphin coach, Lemoyne University, I believe out of New York. Missed them both. Rebound Shelby. Shelby quickly races up the court. She looks to take it. She hands it off to Audrey, who misses. But pulling down the rebound is Shelby. Kicks it out to Charlie. Now for three. That's Kate. That's off. Rebound Zoe. Zoe kicks it out to Shelby. That's three. That's up and in. Big three by number 1. Assist Zoe, and I like the rebound. She kind of tipped it around and then kicked it quickly out to the corner, and Shelby drilled it. 29-2 is the score. Shelby, who just hit the three, just almost got a steal there, but a loose ball foul. She had a little too much mustard on that reach, so Shelby picks up the foul. 4:37 on the clock, 29-2. Now Charlie guards on the outside. Now there's Audrey giving her business to number 15, and Audrey just rips it from her, and Audrey's going to take it herself, go up and make the easy layup. 4:20 on the clock. Shooters United looking to do something here, but it's going to be real difficult. Now Audrey tips it. It's going to stay with Shooters United. Shooters United get a quick sub in here. 4:02 on the clock. 3 and up comfortably, 31-2. And in their scouting report, I mentioned that that's a deep three, that's off. Rebound, nice rebound by number 4, but blocked by Zoe. So Zoe with the block, gives it to Audrey from the outside. Now Zoe sets a screen, gives it quickly to Zoe, back and forth, and Zoe hit the back of the rim, but grabs the rebound. Shelby takes it herself, goes up and scores. Nice penetrating drive by number 1. Shelby's come alive here at the 3:28 mark. Now quickly, the first bucket for Shooters United comes at 3:20 left in the first. 33-4. Now quickly, you know it. Shelby's attempt goes off and it kicks off of Charlie's foot. So it'll be Shooters United ball. Checking in now is Dylan for Zoe. Zoe takes a seat with 3:02 on the clock. 3 and up comfortably, 33-4. Now Shelby guards on the outside and blocks that one. Picks up the loose ball. She's going to take it in herself. Goes in with the left hand and scores. Shelby's having a couple of minutes here. Hit a three, hit a couple of buckets, got a steal, got a rebound, got a foul, and almost just got another steal. Actually, tipped by Shelby into the hands of Charlie, who quickly gets it up to Kate, and Kate throws it in. And it's now 37-4, 2:15 on the clock. This is going to be a running clock pretty soon once the second half starts. So the give and go now is tipped away. It's going to stay with Shooters United from the corner. That's off. Rebound Dylan. Dylan has it. Dylan rips it. Dylan gets it up to Audrey. Audrey has it. Audrey goes inside. Audrey hands it off to Shelby with a hot hand. Shelby gets it to the top to Charlie with the girl in her face. Charlie goes left. Charlie hands it. Oh, so Charlie tried to split the difference. And her pass to Shelby goes off her hand, so it's going to be Shooters United. The clock continues to run, and that's probably a good thing, even though it's the first half. 37-4 is the score. 90 seconds on the clock until halftime. Now, Dillon guards at the elbow. Tries to get rid of it, and she hands it right to, you know who, Shelby. Shelby with another steal. Hands it off to Audrey. Back to Shelby. She's going to step on. She's foot was on the line. That missed. Good rebound by Kate. She misses the play up, but ripping down the board is Dillon. Dillon has it and kicks it back out to Kate. To the top. So that one got over and back, so it's going to be a turnover 3N. Kate's pass just went to the side of Charlie, so Shooters United will have it. We're under a minute, and they're just going to let this clock keep running, even though it's the first half. It's 37-4. Now Shooters United. They have one basket, stolen there by Audrey. Audrey steps up the court, hands it off to Kate. A three for Kate is off. Rebound, Shooters United. We're at 30 seconds left until halftime. Shooters United now looking for their second back bucket. They got 2 free throws and then they just got a bucket, and that's all they have for scoring. That one goes off. It's going to be 3N ball. Last touch by Shooters United, number 22. 15 seconds on the clock and it's still ticking. 10 seconds. Audrey takes a peek over there to see how much time she has. 7 seconds, 6. Audrey now goes left, she goes in, she throws it up, and she scores. Deja vu from game number 1. Audrey did the exact same play right at the buzzer to get another bucket for 3N. At halftime, we have 2 minutes on the clock, 39-4. Hey,
I tried to let her stay.
Halftime stats, courtesy of Jill Walker doing the books. Leading the way is Audrey at 15, followed by Dillon with 12, Shelby with 9. Kate has 2, Zoe has 1, and Charlie's yet to put the ball in the bucket. So she's looking to change that here in the second half. They put another 16 on the clock. For the second half, 3N up comfortably, 39-4. And a great first half by number 1, Shelby, who sits on the bench to get a little more R&R before she comes out in the second half. So it'll be Kate on the floor with Dillon, Charlie, Audrey, and Zoe. And we're about ready to get underway. Shooters United will inbound the ball. Now blocked there. It looked like Charlie got a hand on it, Dillon got a hand on it, but it's a block, and now Audrey has it for the first offensive possession in the second half. Zoe hands it off to the top to Dillon, outside to Kate. They're moving the ball around a lot. Audrey has it back at the top, now Charlie. Charlie from the top. Looks to get it over to Kate. Now to Audrey. Audrey at the elbow to Dylan. Quick pass to Zoe, and that was well executed. Ball movement. And Zoe fell underneath at the bottom of the post to take the perfect pass from Dylan. Assist Dylan, bucket Zoe. Now 41-4 is the score. Zoe guards on the outside. Now Charlie on the outside. Now Audrey on the outside. They're trying to get a screen here and they don't get it set. If they would have, it would have been a moving screen. So now Charlie guards on the outside. Hands it off, but the handoff goes right into the hands of Dylan, who picks up another steal. Hands it off to Charlie, and now 3 ends back on offense. To the top, Kate almost loses it. Hands it off to Audrey. Back to the top, Charlie. Charlie to the back. They're just passing it back and forth. Inside to the elbow to Dylan. Kicked out to Zoe. Zoe penetrates, goes up, no foul. Rebound Dylan, and she throws it in. Zoe says, thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that. Nice penetrating drive, but she went off the backboard, and Dylan said, I got it. 14-14 on the clock. Something big happened behind us. I don't know. And another bucket. Another bucket for the opponent to get 6 on the board. Now Zoe from the corner. Hands it off the top. Something's going on in the game behind us. If you can tell me what's going on, that's interesting. Charlie for 3, that's in. 3-pointer. Oh, it's a final score over there. 42-41 at the buzzer. So something big happened to end that game. So big 3-pointer by Charlie. That's actually Charlie's first bucket of the game. And it comes in the second half. Charlie takes the seat. Coming in as Shelby. 46-6 is the score. Shooters United to inbound from under their basket. They get it in. Almost stolen by Dylan. Here they come. Blocked by Dylan. And she saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Audrey, who tries to throw it in front of Kate, but it was a little too far, so a turnover. Now Shooters United has it. We're under 13. A 3-point attempt is up and, called the bank there. So a 3-pointer. And Shooters United has put together a couple baskets here. A bucket and a 3. Now, free throw line. Zoe kicks it out to Kate. That's a 3. That's up. That's off. Rebound. Shelby. Shelby pulls it out and gets it to Audrey from the top. Now, Zoe in the corner. Gets it inside to Dylan. Throws it up and in. I think that's a scripted play because Zoe immediately got it in the corner, turned, fired it into Dylan, who scored. Now that air ball goes in the hands of Kate. Kate rips down the board and races across with a girl on her hip. Puts it on the outside to Audrey, who quickly gets it into Dylan. She misses her attempt, but she's going to get the shoot 2 and get fouled by number 22. Checking back into the game for 3N. Almost checking back into the game. They got a little quick there with the whistle. Charlie will be coming in after Dylan shoots her first free throw. And now Charlie comes in for Audrey. Dylan makes the first. And this is the second. Rebound 22, who just picked up her foul. And she brings it all the way across, hands it off. Shelby guards on the outside. Kate now guarding on the outside. Inside, tipped by Zoe. She gets a steal and quickly gets it to Kate. Way to reach around the girl and position herself to get that. Now Shelby loses the handle. So it goes in the hands of number 4 for Shooters United, and they come up the court. A 3-point attempt is off. Rebound Zoe. Zoe hands it to Charlie. We're under 11. Kate quickly now to Dylan. Nice pass from Kate. And Dylan finishes that well. 51-9 is the score. 3N well in control here in game 2 of day 1 at the National Championships, Louisville, Kentucky. Tipped there by Charlie, but it stays with the Shooters United girl. Now Shelby guards on the outside. She got it caught on her hip, but no travel call there. The three-point is off. And the rebound goes up, but not in. Rebound, Dillon. Dillon gets tied up, so it's going to be a jump ball. It should be 3-end ball. And it is. Quick couple subs for the Shooters United. So the possession arrow is 3-end. We'll switch that back to the other team now on the next jump ball possession. We're at the 10-minute mark. Audrey's about ready to check in. Shelby on the outside gets it to Charlie from the corner. That's up and off. Rebound, Shooters United. Now Shelby greets her at center court. Now Dillon with the, Dillon tipped it, goes into the backcourt. Dillon still guards her, and she loses the ball right into the hands of Zoe with the steal. Now Zoe gets it up to Kate. Kate's running all by herself. Kate goes to the corner, backs it out, and goes in. She's going to keep going in. She kicks it out to Shelby now. Shelby has it. Shelby's going to go in. She kicks it out to Charlie. Charlie steps into a three. That's in and out. Rebound Kate. And Kate is Johnny on the spot, and she follows up with a bucket of her own. No one for Shooters United just boxing out. So Kate comes in and says, I'll clean that up. Now Zoe defends. Force the penetrating drive to get kicked out to the top. Now Charlie defends. Now Zoe runs with the girl. And Zoe gets a block. Right on that attempt. Right into the hands of Kate. Kate has it. We're under 9. 51-9. Shelby looks to get it in, but gets it outside to Charlie. Now to Kate. Kate quickly now to Dillon. Dillon goes, turns it back, gets tipped there, and it's going to be a turnover. Shooters United races down the court. Kate gets straight and well defended. Charlie picks up the loose ball, finds Zoe underneath. Zoe turns, spins, throws it up, misses. Rebound goes into Kate's hands. Kate throws it up with her left hand and finishes. Kate had a nose for the ball there and just ripped it out. She might have ripped it out of our girls' hands too. Audrey's still waiting to check in on the next stoppage. We're at the 8-minute mark. 53-9 is the score. Shelby guards inside. But they say too much from Shelby, and that's going to be Shelby's second foul, I believe. And now, Audrey's coming in for Kate. He takes a seat. The clock continues to run. They're up by 44 points. Now a deep three from the inbounds pass is off. Rebound Dillon. Dillon has it. Gets it up to Audrey, right in front of the camera now. Audrey to the top, over to Charlie. Charlie penetrates up, puts a little jumper up, and that's off. Zoe hits the floor right on her tuchus. I don't know how she tripped, but she's okay. The rebound goes to the opponent, and blocking that. Audrey blocked it, but they call her for a foul instead, and Audrey disagrees. And he's explained to her what she did, allegedly, but I didn't see it. It looked like a clean block to me. So the ball squirts away down the street. Dillon retrieves it. And number 2 for Shooters United will get to shoot 2. We're under 7. And that gets them to double digits. That's what they scored in their first game. They lost 34-10. Now it's 53-10. Shooters United just beat that first game mark, and now they have 11. Quickly now, Dillon gets the ball, throws it up and misses. Rebound, number 2. Shooters United comes up the court. Defended there by Zoe. Zoe tried to rip it out. They have it on the outside now. Audrey guards on the outside. Now Shelby. They go to the top. That's a push-off. That's a push-off. That's a push-off, and they call it. Stevie Wonder could have called that. Elbow, forearm, push-off. Offensive foul. We're under 6. Checking back into the game for 3-in is Kate. Taking the seat is Dillon. So the offensive foul turns it over. Shelby gives it to Audrey, who gets it across the court. 5:40 on the clock, 53-11. Now, Charlie for 3. She throws it up and off. Rebound, tip. They're going to say We're going to say Shelby was over the back in her attempt to tip that to Zoe. So Shelby picks up another foul. She just got one a second ago. Now Shelby tips it and gets another steal. Those long arms, she goes up by herself, throws it up and in. Shelby was looking for a foul there. A couple of subs real quick for the opponent. Shelby's had a game. We're at 5 minutes left in this one. 57-11. 3-N. Now, that's a two-pointer. That's off. Rebound, Audrey. Audrey has it and races up the court quickly now. Finds Kate, who races up the court and throws in a beautiful over-the-head shot to get it to 59. Now, Shooters United goes inside. Charlie to defend that. No good. Well done. Rebound, Shelby. Shelby has it now. She goes to the corner, and it gets tipped away. So it's going to stay with 3-1. Shelby's going to get it to inbound. And she gets it into Audrey. Audrey has it on the outside, inside to Zoe. Zoe from the elbow, kicks it out to Charlie. Charlie in the corner to Kate. Kate goes inside. She goes all the way up and misses. Nice move. Just came up a little short. Number 22, the big for Shooters United, now has it on the outside. Stolen there by Audrey. She's going to take it in herself and score. We're under 4. Dylan's ready to check in and come back into a game that's 61-11. Now Kate guards on the outside. Gets away from her. Kicks off the knee of Shelby. So it'll stay with Shooters United. Coming in for Zoe's Dylan. Dylan comes in at the 3:40 mark. The clock continues to run. And they get it in. Penetrating drive now. Stop, shot, and move. Misses. Rebound goes in the hands of Shelby. Shelby gives it to Audrey quickly now up to Charlie. Charlie comes up for the floater and scores. And then she gets fouled as she threw in the little runner. And number 22, I think, just shoved her to the ground. Charlie's fine. Charlie's going to try the and one here. Couple subs in here for Shooters United. And Charlie's going to try to convert here. 3 minutes on the clock. Misses. Rebound, Dylan. They're going to say Dylan went over the top. So foul on Dylan. It's going to be Shooters United ball. 63-11 is the score. Charlie guards on the outside. Now Shelby from the top. Now blocked. That's blocked by Audrey. No foul called there. The loose ball goes up and off. Audrey gets the block, and Audrey gets the rebound. Now Audrey gets it up to Charlie, quickly to Shelby. Shelby loses the handle. Turnover. Shooters United ball. .209 on the clock. This one's all but over. Well, let's be honest, it's been over. They still got to play the 16-minute half. Shelby guards on the outside. She's had a game. And she just got another steal. Quickly to Audrey. Audrey smiling as she races up the court, pulls it back, gets out of traffic, and she pulls it all the way back. Finds Shelby, who just got the steal. Thinks she should shoot that. Now Audrey says, I'll shoot the three instead. That's off. Rebound, United. Shooters United trying to get another bucket. If they've got a three, they got a couple of buckets, they got a free throw. That might be their 11 points. That three is off. Into the hands of Dylan, who gets another rebound. Now Audrey to the corner. Charlie goes inside, does a Zoe spin. Oh my gosh. Take note. Charlie with a beautiful spin and the finish. Push the lead to 54. 54. Yeah. Minute left in this one. And they just threw it away. So Audrey's going to inbound right in front of the coach of Shooters United. He looks disinterested. Audrey has it at the top, almost stolen there. Where was that all game? She's going to try to jump that. Should have thought about that earlier. As the girls try to knock the clock down here. Now Kate from the top. Poked away by number 10. Kate was trying to throw it to Audrey and it's going to stay with Brienne. And they might just call this at 10 seconds. That's the game. 10 seconds left. 65-11. Well done, girls. They go 2-0 in day one and take care of business there. I might get some stats from Jill Walker. If I do, I'll share them. If not, we will just say we scored a lot. 65-11, I believe, at the final. Well, that was fun. All right. So the next game is tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you tomorrow. We're only a day away. All right, so let's see what we got on the docket for tomorrow, which is Sunday. July 20th. Sunday, July 20th. 3N has their first game. Well, it's not posted yet, so I can't tell you what we're going to play. So we'll stay tuned for that. All right, let's see what I got the stat book, courtesy of Jill Walker. Leading the way with 19, Dylan, followed by 17 for Audrey, followed by 11 for Shelby. Wow. Followed by 8 for Kate, 7 for Charlie, and all those came in the second half. Followed by Zoe with 3. I think. Yes. If I can read Jill's chicken scratch, there's your totals. All right, we'll know what the brackets are tomorrow and what game times tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, and we'll catch you on Sunday. We're out.